Alright, let's push this way. But quick.
Right.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sunday.
Okay, here we go.
Stadium in Tempe.
As
we'll see,
Play a fucking Notre Dame.
Bro, no Rocketeer, no Rocketeer.
on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arizona State Sun Devils. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started.
That Rocketeer's so big, bro. It's fucking
Whoa. Chill, dog. Now the whole world gonna know you gay.
And the Sun Devils will kick it away first.
crazy. It's about to shoot it, you got it?
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Oh, he got me too. I didn't think he fucking shoots that quick.
Bro, he can't even see me and he's shooting at me, bro.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll go to sleep.
They go to the ground.
Yes, sir.
Alright, Tank, cuss out.
Alright, then.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start
Hope you win.
up down the road,
I hope so too.
I don't know.
Alright, then.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Oh, what a move. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Try to get it to the edge. Past the first down marker and still running. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
How many ways can I get it to my running back who's a baller in space? This is a really good job. Just toss it to him, right? I want to throw it to him. Yeah, I want to run up the middle, but I want to get it to him as many ways as I can. Toss it to him, get him on the edge, do a good job sealing the edge. He'll do the rest. Just give him the ball in space. Good things will happen.
They're going to ride this running back. And it's a very productive first down play and bringing us 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll try the run. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run
extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Man, did he get walloped on that play.
He did. He got smashed, but what happened? He got the touchdown. That's all that matters. I don't care if I get hit, Coach. I got me a touchdown.
They'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Dalton. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Breaks into the open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
The Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Snatch it quickly on the left.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought down after a nice game.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the 1st half. You can all of a sudden see the body language of this defense. It has changed.
To the air on 2nd down. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out, they'll get you a touchdown. That's a great drive by the offense.
On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Not a lot of room there.
guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To the ground with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking downfield, it's Dalton. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Everywhere for room to run, but good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. The give to the back. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. And even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The toss sweep to the right. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
One of the nice things about RPO knows is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The Sun Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Using his legs, it's Brink. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy, let him see what he can do, and when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Nice catch by the receiver, but he wasn't able to tiptoe and tap dance down the boundary. Otherwise, that would have been a first down.
A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
From the gun, the running back has it. Sweet cut there. They stop him just a league or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The throw to the outside is complete, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the grab just past the first down line to allow the drive to continue. So that's a nice play by the QB and receiver there.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Found the spot in the defense. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Irish. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Dalton. Makes the grab, it's Brink. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the 2nd half.
first down. Here comes this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money.
He's tackled at the 48-yard line. Second down coming up.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Hamilton. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Face the grab, and they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And that is another first down for the offense.
The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Looking for a man. It's Dalton. Caught over the middle. It's Rossi. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Now he's built some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Fires deep toward the end
Oh,
zone.
God.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece, and this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a massive play for the offense. Sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least the one-on-one to fix out the field. That's what they had. The quarterback put in. The receiver goes off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Runs through the tackle. And that defense is pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pre-fired. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Throws from the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Mitchell. Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going for it all. They've avoided the interception all day. He goes down back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
By the receiver.
The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around...
There he goes! Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown of the game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to throw, it's Dalton. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And how about the bomb, the long field, all the way across the field. Big time play, big time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the huge play for the team.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Young. Oh, he's got some space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Provo. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
be some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Gets the back moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. The pull and throw off the arm. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
My old coach said to never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. On the run, it's Young. The chains will move, and they'll have from inside the red zone at the 18.
And man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tight end now in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Irish! A great catch and run for 6. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and the last drive quiet this crowd.
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit.
Oh my God.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. And he was looking over the middle, and
Oh my
Line
God.
out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him, and that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
Got his man in the middle. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarter.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his face.
This is my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Dalton. Gets it to him on the screen. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. You're going to win this game.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play.
Turning it on. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I'm going to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now. As a coach, you'd love to see that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Get it out to the supersonic guy. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here.
And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. Going for the goal line, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Chains now on 2nd and long. Quickly complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry up. Looking to pass. It's Dalton. It's complete to the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Sun Devils didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. Let's go. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. He uncorks one deep. He's got it along the sideline. There he goes. He's at the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. It hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought the games apart. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part. A late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. Coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Back to pass. A shot for the end zone. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, the scoreboard, but you're still seeing this defense competing on third and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately